Hello, Game Dev Diary number 2. So it is April 29th of 2024, 3 a.m. I fucking recorded 20 minutes of this video until I realized that my fucking mic was off. It really fucking pissed me off. I literally said, like, this is the fucking thing I hate about recording. It's like, because like whenever I move my mic, it might disconnect my microphone, and I use a software called Voice Meter. And if like it's a little disconnected, I'll like it was active, but whatever. Basically, mic got cut off, and I'm fucking pissed. Kind of a little bit. I did this old talking for fucking nothing. At least it can be clear because I did do some shitty explaining. So, yeah. I try to make these videos every single day. I'm talking to myself right now. It's gonna be months before anybody starts seeing my channel. I got one guy to subscribe from this video right here. Updating skeleton white paint, but whatever. So in my last video 7 days ago, Nikita, I had a problem to where this problem right here that I faced. Let me disable my camera real quick. So basically my last problem that I was facing was, I could click define servers, but I couldn't go back. I added this new stuff right here, but I couldn't go back. And yeah, so, I couldn't just go back. I couldn't have this behavior. I couldn't do this before, because before I couldn't communicate back to my main menu server class. Well, main menu widget class. Yeah, I couldn't communicate back to it because this is two different. So this is the main menu widget, and here's the find servers widget. And I couldn't communicate from find servers widget back to main menu widget class, and I couldn't communicate back with it. Because I was trying to do basically this. So here's my find server menu class. And before I try to basically access my main menu user widget. Well, fuck, this is going to be kind of like, I was basically trying to access my main menu widget switcher from my main menu user widget class in my find servers menu user widget class. So I was basically trying to access this widget switcher on main menu class in my find server class, which I couldn't do. I basically, said, hey, I just couldn't access it because there's no way for me to get information back. Well, I couldn't acquire, like, my main menu user widget pointer was always invalid. I couldn't get it anyway, and I just couldn't get access to it. I couldn't make it valid. I was basically trying to do is say, hey, main menu user widget widget switcher. You get the point. And basically access my main menu widget switcher from find servers menu user widget. I couldn't do that, so I couldn't get that communication kind of linked. And I saw on this guy right here, Kek video. And I saw how he did it using blueprints. And he was basically calling delegates. He was basically using a delegate event dispatchers, which are kind of like delegates. Well, there's like multiple functions. But basically he was using a delegate on blueprints. And it's like, okay, let me see how I can use a delegate. And I searched up ChatGPT, how to make a delegate, and it told me. So basically how I did it, how this works is on my find servers menu user widget class, I made a delegate, just a dynamic delegate. Boom, made a delegate, declared it, and then kind of assigned it to this variable right here. So, this is my delegate. I declared it here, and then I assigned it. Well, declare, I don't fucking know the lingo, but boom, I have this variable now, which is this. The F on back button clicked delegate. And here, when I click my back button right here, so when I click, let me fucking move this. When I click this button right here, back, it basically executes. It basically calls the delegate, basically says, hey, this delegate has been fired. And then on my main menu user widget class, I got access to my find server menu user widget class through my main menu widget switcher, because in my main menu class, right here, if we go back, because on my main menu class, I have a widget switcher that switches to the find servers. When you click on find servers, it basically switches to the find servers menu. Widget blueprint, which is find servers menu, user widget. So basically, I got access to my find servers class through my main menu widget switcher. VI basically, I did find servers menu user widget, which is my find servers menu user widget class pointer. I casted it this type to my main menu widget switcher, and then I get the widget at index 1 because that's where the find servers widget is at. So this is 0. This is still kind of like blank. I basically collapsed it, made it like render. Basically, this is how I did it because you kind of have to. So I basically just made the render opacity 0. That basically like makes it invisible. Then I collapsed it. Visibility collapsed is enabled, disabled it. So basically just returns to it's kind of like a blank, allows me to like to see the the main menu. This is 0 and this is 1. So I basically got a valid pointer to find servers menu user widget class. So now I can access this class and bind my delegate to my main menu user widget function, return to main menu, which basically, I got a valid pointer to find server menu user widget, and then I access that pointer, and then I access my member variable, which is my on back button click delegate back here, boom. And then, I said bind dynamic, basically bind the dynamic delegate to this main menu user widget, and then to this function, main menu user widget, return to main menu, which is basically calls this function to basically set the active widget index to 0, basically back to main menu. So yeah, declared a delegate, assigned it to this fucking name. Assign, declare, I don't know, boom, made the variable, initialized it, whatever. Well, not really initialized it. I don't fucking know. Then, I put it here, execute whenever back button gets clicked. This gets executed. And then whenever it gets executed, it runs this code right here in the main menu class, which basically switches back to main menu. Right here, returns to main menu, goes back to 0. And I got the valid pointer to my main menu widget switcher by getting the widget at index. This is 1 is where my find server widget is placed, well, the order. And that's how I got a valid pointer to my find server menu class user widget. So that's how I fixed it. So now I have the behavior. Gotta check my mic if it didn't fucking disconnect again. But now I got this behavior working. Click, find servers, and then I can click back, and I can go back and forth. Boom. When I go back to the main menu to exit, whatever. So boom. So now, since I solved that problem, sweet. Now my next problem. So I kind of like removed the fucking thing. What I was the issue I was kind of encountering because I was recording this video. Let me fucking switch this so it's getting annoying. 1. So basically what I'm trying to do now, so this is my server item widget. Basically what I'm trying to do right now, there's rain that's going hard really now in real life. But basically in my find servers menu, I made a scroll box with my server items. So basically my idea is these items, these server items will be populated as, for each server. So there's like 2 servers. You'll see the servers. You'll see, the server name, the players, and the ping of the server. So these server items will get populated as servers come online, and you'll be able to see them on the find servers menu. And what I'm trying to do right now is get the foundation working. So, I kind of already got this thing going, the server item right here. I still don't know how to like connect all this stuff to like actually make us. I don't I'm not working on the problem yet, like to actually figure out how to make a server and then have it populate in the. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm just making the UIs for it. So I did that server item. When I hover over the button, you can click you can see hey, I'm hovering this server right now. And whenever I click it, before I try to add a widget switcher to my server item widget blueprint, but it kind of creates it just makes it very unintuitive because I have this thing desired on screen. I guess if you're trying to like make a little, not a component, like this is, I'm thinking this of a component, but it's basically desired on screen. It kind of makes it fucking weird, because if I have the widget switcher, it's very weird because like, let's say I do add a widget switcher, I want this widget switcher to be like the whole menu, right? But it gets attached to this. So basically what I was trying to do was, okay, I'll just add a widget switcher. So when I click this button, this is a whole button, by the way, right here, this is the whole button. And when I click this button, it will switch to my join server widget, which is just a placeholder right now. But it's really weird. I mean, I can show you. Is it fucking even worth it? Let me just add a border real quick. That's how I do it. It's like, because the first thing, you just want to kind of like render opacity 0, and then you want to like collapse it so you can't click on it, or like it doesn't block you from clicking because it's collapsed. And then join server widget, and boom. So this is the behavior I want. So I click on the button, click on the server item widget right here. It's like, hey, oh, server, I want to join that server. Open the join server menu so I can click fucking join the server. And I wanted to look at this like, hey, join server. I did have a widget before, but I wanted to change the name of the C++ class, but I deleted that class, and then I couldn't open my widget blueprint because the class was still attached to it, which kind of, I don't know why I did that, because before I deleted, it was attached to a class that I deleted, C++. I thought I could open the widget again, which I couldn't. So basically I wanted this to open. So if we do like this, let's see what happens. Okay. Now, okay, this, it's not, that's the behavior I want, but it's running a different code. It's running this code right here. Let me use my widget switcher real quick. Wait a second. So this is how it actually looks like. Server item. I gotta make the widget switcher a variable. Boom. Get widget switcher. Set widget index. So that's how I previously wanted to do it. Set widget index, boom, to 1. So basically, when I click this widget, it basically switches. When I click the button, this is the button. I click the button, I want it to switch to this. Is it going to be like this? Let's see. Find server. And it's weird, like it doesn't encapsulate the whole screen. It's being weird because I did make it desired on screen. And I don't know why you do that. I guess if you're trying to like make little widgets, like kind of like this, like server button widget, you don't need the whole screen. You're just trying to like, this is like the thing that you just need. I don't fucking know. So I did that. So that makes my life harder. Maybe there's some code I can type in or discover to like change that. But the solution that I'm coming towards is basically just creating a widget. So whenever I click the server item, it just creates a new widget and basically just creates the join server widget. So literally when I click this server button, item button. It creates a widget to my join server widget, and it adds it to the viewport. And boom. And then, you know, I'll see like a kind of like a, I'm trying to like making a Rust kind of thing, which I did, but I get fucking deleted. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, you know, a little blurred out. And then you see this like window. So, hey, this is the server name. Here's the player count, the ping, join server. And boom, that's what I'm trying to do. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to working on right now. And, you know, I just had the idea because like I like using the widget switchers, but for like, you know, because I had, this is the kind of thing that fucks me up is I hear like, oh, even like I'm hearing like, oh, don't use canvas panel. Hey guys, don't use the canvas panel. Like I just hear like, oh, canvas, where the fuck is a canvas panel? Hey, if you use a canvas panel, it's like inefficient. It's like it takes so many resources and yada fucking yada. And like it's inefficient. Use borders instead. But it's like I need to use a canvas panel. Same for like, I can use a widget switcher here, like, and I heard like, I'm like kind of crying about like, oh, I need to create a widget. That's gonna ruin performance. But it's like, I mean, they say, yeah, if you're creating and destroying widgets back in like, I guess like, the thing is though, like, is this really gonna bog down performance? Like if a player just like goes to the server menu and just clicks, oh, server destroy, like I'm gonna like, you can, there's gonna be a back button and it will destroy the widget. I doubt that will destroy performance, and you're in the fucking main menu, you're not really, yeah. So just like I need to get into the habit of like not really going into the weeds of optimizing, because I kind of like did that before too in my other code. Like first get it to work and then optimize if it becomes a problem. I mean, it's good both ways, but really like, you know, it's good because you like learn some things and yada yada. But really, when you're learning, especially, and when you're making a game, you don't really need to focus on like really like making it the most efficient code. You just need it to get it work. And you know, you want to optimize your game, you're gonna have to optimize it. Like, don't be like a fucking jackass. Like you definitely, like, you know, if you can optimize it kind of slightly, do it, but don't like start like being very autistic about it and being very like hyper focused on this like one area. Just make it work. Like this, even this, like it's not gonna like fucking ruin performance. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow when I wake up, this is the next demon, the boss I gotta slay. You know, I'm gonna make a video about this, but there, I mean, it's gonna be forever, but it's like this whole game dev journey. It's literally like it's nonstop fighting. Like when you're making a game, especially when you're new, like me, and you're like learning all this stuff, like I never done this UI shit, like, and doing all this from like the first time, it's like everything is like a new boss. I heard this from like Thor, you know, Pirate Software, and like, you know, you slay the boss, you learn some shit, and then you can eventually slay it. Like that back button, like, you know, I learned some things, I did some digging, learned some code, and there's a, hey, I slayed this demon, of like being able to go back and forth through my menus. And it's like once you slayed a monster, well, you know, a problem, and you like solved it, there's the next problem you got to solve, and the next one, and the next one, and it never stops. Like every time you roll over a stone, you just have to roll another one over, and yeah, and it's gonna be a big fucking journey. And it's like you feel good when you like, you know, you solve that problem, and then you face the other problem, like you begin to solve the next problem. It's like, fuck, back to doomer mode, and then you're like frustrated and shit. It just, but it's kind of fun of the game too, to be honest. Like a worthy opponent. I mean, this is what I'm going to do with my life, making games. just, frustrating when shit doesn't work, and you get your moments of happiness, like you solve the problem, you feel like you're a fucking genius, you can solve any problem, and then you face a new problem which you can't solve, and then it gets frustrating, and then it's you feel down. But yeah, so my next problem I gotta solve is being able to. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty easy one. I'll just already said, like, I'm gonna create a widget. Creates a widget. There will be a widget in the middle, and it's gonna be blurred out. And there will be a server name, players, and ping. I won't even add a description. I'm adding too many. Like, that's just unnecessary fucking feature that I gotta think about. All it will be is just gonna be a server name, players, and the ping, and that's literally it, and a button to join the server. I thought of like making a double click, and maybe I could just make a double click, really. But then I'm gonna have to make a new window anyways to like. I mean, do I need to make a new window? I'll make this, like, it doesn't really fucking matter, just trying to get it to work. So yeah, once I do this, create widget, whenever you click it, it creates a widget. And then you can see the server name, the player count, the ping, and the join button. You click join, and then you join the server officially. Once I do that, then I have to start learning how to make a server. And once I learn how to make a server, well, that's going to include like me working with Steam, learning how to like do the Steam network and shit. How to like, basically, because I'm trying to like make a Steam server. I'm trying to run a server and then make that server run with the Steam network. And then the Steam network will show my server here in this list. And then I can join the Steam server through here, and boom. So yeah. Yeah. That'll be fun. It's like yeah. Video games are hard to make. Well, especially when you're making the fucking, like, no shit, Sherlock, like, programming and shit, and like, it's like, shit, it's fucking hard when you're doing it for the first time. Like, what do you expect? Like, on this technicality, like, of course it's gonna be hard because you're doing it the first time. Like, you never did this before. Duh, it's hard. What are you surprised about? And yeah. But the good thing is, like, once you like this, like, once you learn how to do this, like, once I learned how to make a server, like, I learned how to make some UIs. Oh, I'm still kind of learning. I don't know what the fuck this desired on screen. Like, what's the difference between desired on screen and fill on screen? I think desired on screen are to make these like little components kind of thingy majiggers, like server items. And then fill on screen is basically like the whole screen, and I don't fucking know. Yeah. And so yeah, once I do that, once I make, which will be pretty simple, I think, because I already know how to like create a widget and stuff. Once I do this, find servers, click, boom, make a widget, and then have a join button. Then I'll learn how to make a server and join that server. Basically, and the server will be just, hey, basically we'll just set up a player. It'll literally, I'm gonna see how I can like literally just spawn in like just a normal, like just a rectangle platform, and it spawns in the player and you can control it, and that'll be the server. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll report back to you tomorrow, or who the fuck knows. Yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting. I'm gonna look back at this motherfucking video. I got the motivation like today. Like, I felt pretty good. I felt amazing. Yeah, I felt good. I just can't wait. And my goal right now is to make this prototype as round. I'll show you the game development doc. Oops. You know, I'm like, another thing is like this. I kind of like basically took the base of the game. There's gonna be a lot of shit that I don't include right here. Like, I mean, oh my fucking god, there's a lot of shit. I really just want to get a prototype out. It's nothing fancy. Just like, I'm not gonna try to make it perfect. Like, this is the UI that I'm gonna roll with. Like, literally this, like, simple. Yeah, it kind of like look garbage and shit, but I'm just making a prototype right now. Still gonna charge people like $10 for it. I'm thinking like 15. Well, I want to charge like $15 Canadian. And I know it's like people like, oh, what the fuck is this for $15? But it's like, there's a lot of fuckers that cry about. I mean, I guess like there's a lot of people that cry about like, oh, how can this game worth be $10? This game is not. Well, maybe it's like not worth $10. It just depends. Like, if you want to support it, you don't need to buy it. But it's like there's a lot of people that are like fucking poor or something. Like, oh, I spent $10 on this game and it's fucking like the minute like they leave a review, like a negative review, like, hey, this game is not worth $10. It's like, I guess so, but it's like it's $10. Like, what, are you living in fucking Africa, where like $10 will feed you for a month? Like, no, dumb fuck. I don't know. I don't get those people. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I get it because maybe like they buy a lot of games because, like, you know, I buy my games like Steam, like Ark, Rust, Daisy, and I spend hundreds, well, thousands of hours in those games. So like, I only spent $35 in that fucking game, and I played it for fucking 3,000 hours. Well, 4,000 almost on Rust. I guess it's just like depends how long you play it for. Yeah, if you like go around like buying if you buy like fucking multiple games a week, then I get it. Then you can spend some money, but I'm making a game for people that like want to spend hundreds of hours onto it. So it's like $10 ain't gonna be fucking bad. Well, $15 Canadian. Yeah. I don't know. As long as the gameplay is good, kind of nothing fancy, but you know, it gets the point across. Like, hey, this is the potential. This is the gameplay. But yeah, I'm very excited. You know, this is what I'm going to be doing in my life, and like, this is the game I'm playing with my life. Well, this is how I'm going to make my money and shit. Literally, my life is just, you know, make video games. Right now, I don't have a job. Like, I don't need. I don't have big bills to pay. I only pay for my motorcycle insurance. That's about it, and like some food that I buy, like from Costco and shit, and gas. But really, right now, I just want to make games. I want to make a lot of fucking games. So even if progress is slow, like, I'm getting all this knowledge, and like this knowledge will stick with me. Like, making these UIs, learning how to make a server, and then connecting that server. You know, like, it's like once you learn it, you don't have to like learn it again. You'll know how to do it again fast, and you'll know what you're doing because you have experience. And the only way to get experience is by, you know, sacrificing your time. That's how you get experience. Like, you have to give your time away. That's the only way. Yeah. There's no other way of going about it. Like, truly, to get experience, you need to spend your time doing the thing that you want to master and be known for. And yeah, so I'm dedicating my life to this. So this is just one, I don't know, a little, part of my entire journey. Learning like these systems, how to make UI. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about now. I'm gonna finish the video here. I'm gonna go to bed and shit. I'm gonna clean up my UI so I can wake up tomorrow and have a fresh slate. I'm gonna clean shit up. And yeah. Very excited. I guess, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Nobody. Nobody's gonna fucking watch this shit. Who knows? Good night, Nikita, and whoever watches this, if anybody. Bye-bye.